Alright guys, welcome back to some more Alliance War Season 55. We've got War number 6. Starting off on Path 3, we've got Wiccan here. We're going to take this with Void, Global Attacker versus Global Defender, and I don't have to worry about any Incinerates potentially from Wiccan because Void is Incinerate immune. So just got to remember to knock down Wiccan a few times just to make sure that we get the slow on, so in case he gets the unstoppable, we are countering that. That is the main thing here. And Void absolutely shreds through Wiccan here. If you're new to the channel, again, I do two paths in the same battle group with two different accounts. Usually path 1 and 3, and I think this is what I would call a crisscross war. So I start on path 3 and then finish off on path 1. Here we have Electro. Haven't seen Electro in a long time, and it's nice. Onslaught has some non-contact attacks in his kit, and we absolutely shred through this guy. The only thing I didn't want to deal with his special 2, so I just sat there baiting out some special 1s, and nothing else super exciting. He does not have anything to do with the node. Similar with Wiccan on that first fight, both of them do not have armor ups. Both of them had nothing to do with the node whatsoever, so they're just, standard fights. Just make sure that we can handle them. So again, Onslaught here has some non-contact attacks. I think his first medium and light attack are non-contact, so it makes it very easy. And some special attacks do some nice energy damage, I guess it's physical damage from Onslaught, and we absolutely destroy him. Again, just playing smart. Don't want to get wrecked by anything, and that's it. I do speed up the fights a little bit because we do have a bunch of fights because of the two accounts. So we have 9 fights. It's a little bit of a smaller war this time because there was one issue that I ran into. But here we got Path 1 in Section 2. We got Viv against Killmonger. This one is not that bad at all. It's a never back down regen node, but Viv has her access to heal block on those medium enders. So very easy. I bait out the special 2 here. I'm going to get off my special 2. And then I'm going to try to get to a 1 bar. At least I want to be over a bar of power while Killmonger is below a bar of power. And we can get off some unblockable special 1s, potentially. That is the goal here. Actually, I throw the first one while he still has power. Now he doesn't have power. That's fine. I can throw another special 1. It's unblockable because he's below a bar of power. Another unblockable 1 because he's below a bar of power. And the special 1 doesn't actually generate any power on the opponent. So now we've got the last 20% to deal with or so. I do get clipped a little bit. Not the end of the world. We recover. Get a nice special 2 off. We get 4 out of the 5 solar bursts there. And that is it. 1 more special 1 finishes off the fight. The last fight for this account, or for now, is the Photon on Buffet. And we've done this one both with Viv and Void. I've gotten really much better at fighting Photon in general. And with Void, I do go with usually an invulnerability boost just in case. But the goal here is just to let the intimidating debuffs do their thing. She's not global, so I don't have to worry about anything here. The only thing I'm looking at is the purple charges in the top right. I want to make sure that when she throws those special 1s, when she's not in her pure light form, like she is right here, but then I'm going to knock her down when she's above 10 and below a bar of power. That is the goal. So now she's in pure light, but she does not have a special, so doesn't have that, unevadable special mechanic at the moment. So now it finishes. We can go ahead and fully evade the special 1 as we try and do the same rotation. Bait special 1s and then save up a special. So I'm going to save, I'm going to hold it, let her throw another special 1 here. She is unblockable. I have to watch out from the node. If you trigger too many regens, she's going to become unblockable. So here, what do I get stuck there? I finally am able to throw a special. I drop my, I can push, I'm going to push for 1 more. Throw my special here, and again, push her into pure light while she's below a bar of power. And I am going to try and hit into the block here just to save some spacing. Even a couple parries here. There goes my invulnerability charges. That's a little annoying. I do get stuck in the corner here, but I've waited out another one of her pure light forms. So we're doing pretty good. The intimidating debuffs are doing their thing. We just need to survive a little bit longer. And there, down goes Photon. So Void does his thing again. Now, we're going to start off on path 1. With the other account, we've got Null against Spider-Ham. This one's on the personal space regen node. Not too bad with Null at all. The problem is that I had an arcade on Masochism, and I made a mistake in terms of who I needed for that arcade. Someone who I bring all the time in Viv would have been the ideal choice thinking back at it, but based on where I had used, where I had fought arcade before, and everything else, I thought that maybe Cassie was going to be good for it. Turns out it didn't work at all, and we needed someone to come in to back that up. So I don't have any footage of that, but Viv did come in, and a teammate came in for backup, and that worked out perfectly. And at that point, we had already, I think, secured the win, so that was really good. So we made an adjustment, we communicated, and we still got the win anyways. So if I go into path 3 in section 2, we've got a Warlock there. Null gets rid of the armor up, so I don't end any bleeds that I do get on me if I was hitting him with the armor up on are going to be irrelevant because I have so many debuffs on, and I'm a global attacker. If you haven't seen my fight against Viv on this one from earlier in the season, I had 99 bleeds on me and was totally fine because of the attacker tactic. So that worked out really, really, really well. So Null gets the job done here against Warlock pretty easily. Just keep going for some mediums or some heavies to get rid of the armor break. We get into the corruption here, and he starts absolutely melting. So that is fantastic. So rank 3 Null has paid off all season long, and even though I probably could do this future Ant-Man with Null, I always bring in Magneto if I can. That is the easiest way for me to deal with these future Ant-Mans. I've done them a whole bunch of times. We just parry heavy all the way to special 3. I know I've skipped through the fights a couple times here. It's just fast forwarded as usual, but nothing too crazy. Just bait the specials, get up to a special 3, drop it, and the fight is over. It is the same stuff every time. You can do it for a lot of metal champions, usually tactic or not. Magneto can definitely be helpful. We've done it against tactic, Lady Deathstrike. We always do it against Maestro. We do always Magneto coming in clutch for a lot of metal champions. And future Ant-Man is no different. So there we go, crumpled up into a special 3 ball, and you are done. Now we had a couple minis. We had Weapon X here on prowess, build up, power snack, really, and one too many hits. The issue here is that when Weapon X gets a bar of power, I'm going to have a power sting on me. So I'm going to have to be careful of that. Also, when I do Viv against Weapon X, I do not phase. If you phase, he will go unstoppable. So here we're just going to bait out some heavies. We're going to go with our medium ending combos to keep on the heal block, push him over the 25 charges, and he is going to go into his Berserker Rage. So I get to 2 bars, and now I just need to wait till that power sting disappears, and then I can special intercept with my special 2. And again, I've got a power sting right now because he went over a bar of power. So now my goal here is to try and get to a bar of power when he does not have a bar of power, but now I just have to wait it out. So I'm just going to back off, wait off the power sting, and then boom, we start our unblockable special 1s, and we absolutely wreck Weapon X. So Viv coming in clutch, and same for this Domino on Hazard Shift, Incinerate, and Poison, and Stun Immune. So we're going to do this one with Viv. In the beginning of the fight, she is in the Incinerate phase, so we're just going to try and hit into the block. We have no way of mitigating the the damage that we would take from the incinerates. So we're just going to back away. Once we're in the poison phase, we're going to go usually like medium, light, medium, because there is a chance there that she gets that green lucky. And during the lucky, there's a chance that she can evade. And we're trying to avoid that. So here we're back into the incinerate phase. Again, playing this one slow, smart, there I strategically was figured I was at the end of the incinerate phase. I could take one tick of the incinerate, wouldn't be too bad. We get off the special 2. We are still in the poison mode, and now we're just going to back off here. We've got our solar charges ready, so I'm just going to bait a special 1, wait till we get back into the poison phase. So here we go, we can phase again into the poison phase, and we can get back to our special 1. She's below a bar power, and now we can just rack off 1, 2, and 3 back-to-back-to-back special 1s, and that is it. Hopefully you enjoyed the war, guys. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.